Hi everyone, my name is June Cheptoo, BEd 05-0147-2021, a student of English and Literature. We are going through the topic description of modern English, and topic 1, we are going to look at active and passive voices. Active and passive voices are two ways of expressing the same action or event in a sentence. The active voice emphasizes the doer of the action, while the passive voice emphasizes the receiver of the action. Active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action of the verb. For example, the cat chased the mouse. The verb is in active voice. Passive voice, the subject of the sentence is acted upon by the verb. The verb in the passive form, which is usually formed with the auxiliary verb be and the past participle of the main verb. For example, the mouse was chased by the cat. Want to use active voice? We use active voice when you want to emphasize the doer of the action. Active voice is often more direct and concise than passive voice. Next, we are looking at when to use passive voice. We use passive voice when you want to emphasize the receiver of the action. Passive voice can also be used when you don't know or don't want to identify the doer of the action. Choosing between active and passive voices, there is no hard and fast rule for when to use active voice and when to use passive voice. The best choice depends on the content and the effect you want to achieve. In general, active voice is usually more effective, but passive voice can be useful in some cases. Next, we're looking at the tips for using active and passive voices. We use active voices most of the time, but passive voices sparingly. Be aware of the connotations of active and passive voice. Use consistent voice in your writing. Lastly, we are looking at the active voice. The active voice is generally considered to be more concise, direct than passive voice, and the reasons are as follows. Because active voice sentences typically have fewer words and more straightforward structure. For example, the active voice sentence, the cat chased the mouse. It is shorter and more direct than passive voice sentence, the mouse was chased by the cat. Having done that, we have a conclusion here in that active and passive voice are two important tools for writers. Understanding the difference between active and passive voice can help you to write clear and concise and effective sentences. That is the end of our lesson today. Until next time.